Good evening. You're watching the Manila Times News Prime. Today is November 11th. Our top story. Former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile is currently in the ICU for pneumonia. This was disclosed by Senator Jinggoy Estrada during today's Senate session.
Very sad information that our former colleague, former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile, is currently in the intensive care unit of an undisclosed hospital suffering from pneumonia. And I heard from a reliable source, a very, very reliable source, that he has slim chances of surviving.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines is verifying a list containing the names of personalities alleged to be behind attempts to overthrow President Bongbong Marcos from power. This was disclosed by Palace Press Officer Claire Castro. Journalist Ramon Tulfo, in his Facebook post, named the alleged financiers of a group said to be behind the destabilization move. The post implicated Vice President Sara Duterte, Congressman Paulo Duterte, and former Ilocos Sur Governor Luis Chavez Singson. The list also includes former Generals Romeo Poquiz and Orlando De Leon, former Bureau of Corrections Director Gerald Bantag, lawyers Ferdinand Topacio and Victor Rodriguez, former Congressman Michael Defensor, and Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Reacting to the post, Vice President Duterte says that she does not spread allegations without any solid evidence. She says without evidence, it is just gossip. The lawyers of former President Rodrigo Duterte is asking the International Criminal Court, or ICC, to revoke the appointment of an expert neuropsychologist. That expert is tasked with assessing Duterte's fitness to participate in pre-trial proceedings. The defense team cited concerns over the expert's professional credibility. They noted that the expert was suspended by authorities in her home country. They claimed this information was not disclosed to the ICC Registry. The Justice Department clarifies that reports of an alleged arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court against Senator Bato, Dela Rosa remain unconfirmed. DOJ officials say any discussion on extradition or surrender is currently hypothetical. They also emphasize that no decision has been made on which path to follow should a warrant be received. Prosecutor General Richard Fadullon says that while Dela Rosa is a sitting senator, Philippine law does not provide immunity that would prevent his arrest. The peso is expected to remain weak through 2026. That's according to ING Global Research. The research firm says the Philippines faces mounting downside risks to growth and persistent fiscal constraints amid recent corruption scandals. It projects the peso to trade at 58 pesos and 50 centavos this year. The peso will further weaken to 59 pesos per US dollar through the fourth quarter of 2026. The DPWH will file charges against High Tone Construction, a firm owned by former Congressman Zaldico and his brother. This is in connection with the collapse of a seawall in Navotas City at the height of the onslaught of Super Typhoon Juan. Weeks after it was turned over, parts of the seawall collapsed last Sunday night, triggering severe flooding in nearby barangays. More than 6,000 residents were forced to evacuate as seawater rushed inland. In Barangay Bagumbayan South, floodwaters reportedly reached chest-deep levels. For more news and information, read the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And be part of our communities on Viber, Telegram, WhatsApp, and Mastodon. That's all for now on the Manila Times News Prime. Remember to stay safe, stay informed, and stay connected. I'm Alin Limos. Good night.